Today we are up very early. At 6 a.m. we pick up our breakfast packages from the reception. At 6:30 we are already sitting in our Bigfoot again. Today we are going on a day trip. We are heading south to the Nkasa Rupara National Park, also known as the Mamili. We are really looking forward to our adventure today. We take the C49 towards Sangwali. It is about 60 kilometers to the Nkasa National Park. The tarred road leads through the Mudumu National Park. You have to pay no park fee, only for driving on the C49. It's still worth to keeping your eyes open, especially in the morning. Many animals hang around on this road. The golden light is breathtaking. And it doesn't take long before we find some elephants. unbelievable what we see today on this small part of the C49 that takes us through the Mudumu National Park. But now it's time to move on to our destination for the day. The tarred roads are also in good condition here in the deepest part of the Caprivi Strip, but in many places the speed limit is 60 and 80. The last few kilometers to the gate of the Nkasa National Park are sandy in places, and there are big holes in the road. We also recommend a 4x4 vehicle for this area and also for the park itself. Especially during the rainy season, a large part of this park is flooded. Therefore, you will pass several bridges. But don't worry, they look smaller than they really are. Some sections are in bad condition, definitely impassable when it rains. You will simply get stuck in the mud. It's hard to imagine that this area is completely flooded during the rainy season. Now it's 8:30. And we arrive at the gate of the Nkasa Rupara National Park. The procedure here is the same as everywhere else. Register and pay the national park fee of 250 Namibian dollars. The ranger at the gate explained the current trails and conditions on site to us. Again, very friendly. So, welcome to the Nkasa Rupara National Park. The Nkasa Rupara National Park is still an insider tip, but for us personally, it is one of the most beautiful corners of Namibia. Swampy and sandy areas alternate. It smells wonderful of wild sage, and you can see amazing wildlife. We take many routes and even drive all the way south to the Botswana border. It's very dry here this year. But the landscape here is also incredibly beautiful. Alone and lonely in nature, that's what you get here. During our stay, we only see one other vehicle. It is now 11 a.m. and we have returned to our starting point. Sadly, we are not having much luck today and can only observe a few animals. It's getting hotter and hotter. It makes no sense for us to continue driving around this park. We decide to leave the Nkasa Rupara National Park and drive back. We are back on the C49, heading back towards Kongola and our lodge, Camp Kwando. On the way, we pass the Mudumu National Park again. Now we are in the middle of lunchtime. It's incredibly hot. We don't expect to see any animals here now. But it always turns out differently than you think. We are speechless. Should we go back to Camp Kwando? No way. Let's go deeper into the Mudumu National Park. The next adventure is waiting for us. We find a spot where the river still has water. And there are lots of elephants. We decide to drive a little bit closer to the herd of elephants. The elephants are all over the place, even deep in the bush. We are standing in deep sand and watch the elephants. To the left, only thick bushes. Alex photographs the herd by the river. My job is to watch the other side so that no elephants would run into our car. So I keep an eye on the side mirrors of our car. I focus on everything behind our car, and then I see it out of the corner of my eye. Oh my gosh, a large herd of elephants, right next to us, out of nowhere. This video clip does not have zoom. The elephants are only a few meters away. Our breath stops and our hearts beats faster. Whew, that was crazy. For a second, we thought they was just see us as a danger. But the herd moves slowly past us. In such situations, it is very important not to move and, above all, not to start the engine. We will wait a moment and then we will get out of here quickly. Now, the next challenge. There is only one way to the exit in this section, and it leads through a very deep sandy passage. On the first day, our ranger advised us not to take this road, but the elephants leave us no choice. This area in the east of the Mudumu National Park is not for the faint-hearted and requires some experience. But you also have the option of visiting this park at any time by booking a game drive through the lodge. We did this also on our first visit in 2022. Alex now has good 4x4 skills and he gets us safely through the deep sandy area. Before we head back, we make a quick detour to the hippo pool to bring this beautiful day to a perfect end. Today we say goodbye to the Mudumu. Our adventure must go on. We had an incredible, wonderful time here in the park. The Mudumu National Park is a real gem here in Namibia. Now it's 4:30 and we are heading back. We've had a long day. But it was a beautiful day with great sightings. Even though it was quiet in the Nkasa Rupara National Park today, the Mudumu showed itself from the best side once again. A day that will remain in our memories for a long time. Back at Camp Kwando, we take a shower and relax in our chalet until dinner. Henry, the hippo, is missing. He has not been seen for some time. Safety first, we will be escorted back by security after dinner. One question still remains. Where is Henry? Tomorrow is our last morning here at Camp Kwando. Once again, time flew by far too quickly. But with a tear in our eyes, it's time to say goodbye. We pack our things and set off towards the border to Botswana. Our last night here in Namibia is waiting for us. That we stay at the campsite of the Chobe River Camp before we embark on a new adventure in Botswana. See you on the next episode.